Alright, the week I have been dreading because this place, I'm always terrible here. Even though it's a short track, there's something about it that just does not work for me. So we're at Martinsville for 100 laps this week in the Silver Crown, and you're going to have a much harder time here than most other tracks. You can see right now I'm on iRacing default. Haven't tried Wayne's set yet, but corner entry, very easy to kind of wheel hop and get sideways. See, it turns on entry, start hopping as you cross over, and you got to be very careful about that. Be very, very ready to counter steer to save yourself on corner entry. Now it's not going to just completely loop on you,
18.802.
but those bumps into the corner are going to upset your car. I think even though you can slam on the gas out of the corner, because you can just hit it, well, that time I put myself in the wall like an idiot. Yeah, don't slam on the gas. There you go. I don't think you want to do that, even if you can, because I think rear tire heat is going to come into play. For weight jacker, I don't think you're gonna really mess with it too much. If you're struggling, let's just, how much front brake can you even put in this? 70. Okay. So the farthest back you can go is 50. Let's see how 58 handles things. We'll see if we can get rid of any of that loose end, because I think a lot of people are going to struggle with that.
19.319.
Well, lots of green.
18.279.
Okay. And maybe go up on the front brakes for qualifying and wanting to run a fast lap. You know, that's obviously going to tighten you up a bit if you stay on it too long. But it has helped me on corner entry. Center of corner, though, is hard to rotate. Now, just like Bristol, practice being on the outside, because I tried to go to the outside as if I was getting out of the way of someone. This thing just does not turn. You gotta just stay above that seam. See the first seam in the concrete? Stay above that on exit, and everyone should be fine getting out, but dragging the wall is always going to be very easy to do. Other than that, you're not going to get a whole lot of rotation on corner exit from throttle, unless you're really smashing on it too early. So easy off, avoid the curb. That is going to really just shoot you to the right. We'll go hit it on corner entry here. As you can see, yeah, this thing tips over very easy. So let's check out Wayne's set now. See how his set compares to the iRacing set. Looks like he is actually dialing the front brakes, or dialing front brake bias up to 56. So I assume he is trying to solve the same issue that I was having on corner entry. Feels like, ooh. Feels like he has way different caster settings. And that, with the force feedback that I run, is not working well. Might be lower tire pressures too.
18.
I'll take a look at it and see. Okay, it's coming up to speed. It's a bit wobbly though. I mean, it's going to work for someone who's able to drive it to a limit, and it's probably going to come in better, but I don't think, with only 25 gallons of fuel burn, I don't think we're really going to have the homestead issue.
18.366.
What's it like in the second lane? $18.539. Yeah. It's coming in better now. It's very scary at first. I really feel like the caster is probably extremely high compared to iRacing's.
18.634.
And it feels very tight 3/4 of the way through, and then it just snaps. We'll see if I'm right about the caster, though. Caster 9 and 9. And iRacing set is 8.3 and 8.8. So, not as big of a difference as I thought it would be. Yeah, I think, again, I am going to go with iRacing set. It doesn't feel like it's binding up in the corners as much as Wayne's set is. And setup-wise, I don't know what I need to change to dial that binding up out. But like right about here was where Wayne's was feeling very tight. Now I'm also just overdriving things, but felt like 3/4 of the way through the corner, the wheel just got really stiff and then it would snap on me. So, you're going to be lifting off, braking quite early, get this thing in smooth. If we don't wreck, there's going to be lap traffic. If there is a wreck, there is nowhere to go at this place. Everyone knows that. Yeah, iRacing default just feels better to me. But then again, I'm probably not going to do 20 laps or longer in a practice run. So I have no idea which way is going to be better on the long run. But they seem about even on time. So I think it's just going to be a bit about what it's going to do later on, which I don't think we're going to see a whole lot of change in the car. And what kind of conditions we get to. Right now this is 93 degrees, mostly cloudy. And, you know, we get a cold track that's really gripped up. I think that would get you maybe going a little higher on the rear stagger. But, let's see, we're still doing 1,000, 650. Let's look at Wayne's. What is he doing? He's doing much lower springs. Very interesting. Tire pressures 20 and 25. And iRacing's 20 and 25. Then what is Wayne's stagger? That's all the same. So he's just going lower on the spring rate. I don't know. I'll have to give it some more tries. But it looks like 24 gallons is going to get you 105 laps-ish. So you can kind of feel that out, but also remember there are green, white checkers, and yeah, I don't think it's going to be too much to worry about, but should be a fun race. Hope everyone just gets some practice and don't be scared to show up. It's a tougher track, but I think it's going to be easier to race than Bristol. Just know how to hold that line out of the corner if you're getting lapped. That's the biggest thing. Don't try to go low out of the corners. That's a disaster for the next corner for anyone behind you. It's just go high, let the people pass you low off the corners or into the corners. Easiest way for lappers to get around. So hopefully this helps everyone out. Get some practice and maybe try it in a few different conditions, because I think the concrete does change quite a bit based on how hot the track is. I think you'll have a lot more grip if we do get an overcast, colder day. So hope to see you out there on Wednesday, and yeah, good luck.